What's up, guys? I'm Jules. Welcome back to another weekly update. My voice sounds kind of scratchy. I haven't been using it all that much today, but I wanted to talk with you about all things cross-stitch that's going on in my world right now. And I gotta tell you, there's a lot going on. Man, my voice is, I haven't hardly used it today. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you guys, and this is kind of a surprise because I haven't mentioned it to anybody yet, but I actually started a Facebook group page today. So it's kind of got a hokey title. It's called Stitching Jules and Friends. I will put a link down below so you guys can join it. It's a private group, so we don't have to worry about like just anybody jumping in. But if you guys want to come in, show what you're working on, just talk about cross stitch. I'm going to put up posts about things that I hear about, whether it's a sale someplace or a new pattern I'm developing, maybe a blog post from my blog, stitchingjules.com. Wow, my voice is really scratchy today. You know, anything like that. It's a bit more of a interactive medium. I've been kind of, I'm not a big Facebook person for myself personally, but so many people have talked about it in the past that I think it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and start. You guys are going to be the ones who are primarily going to be posting on it, I think, anyway. So, but it's down below, so just request to join. I'll sign you up. It's all good, and we'll have fun. So that's number one. Number two is I mentioned a few weeks back about Redbubble. Redbubble is a what you call it? It's like an online marketplace where you can buy artwork in a lot of different variations. So you can buy like stickers and phone covers and socks and t-shirts and things like that. And I've been putting up some of the art from my cross-stitch patterns on Etsy. I've actually, when I create the cross-stitch patterns, I've been trying to upload some of that also onto Redbubble. And not every pattern that I do ends up, or not every project that I try ends up being a cross-stitch pattern, but they all, man, my voice, but they all end up on Redbubble, at least eventually. So I need to add the most recent ones that I've been working on, but there is a bunch up there. I actually got my first sale though. Woo, I sold a sticker. And so, so I was kind of excited about that. The blog, I have updated the blog this morning. I put on, what did I add to? It wasn't really cross-stitch stuff so much, although I did want to remind you guys that I do have articles on like Harry Potter cross-stitch patterns that you can find primarily on Etsy. Copyright free they appear to be because they're original designs, so they look good. But I modified a couple of things. One is on diamond painting, because I know some of you guys do diamond painting as well, and actually a lot of people that love diamond painting come to the blog, and so that actually might be my most popular page. But I went in and I actually updated a bunch of stores with diamond painting kit stores that you can get, and I added a bunch that were on Amazon, primarily because right now with the problems with shipping that we're having across the world, you know, sometimes it's better to kind of buy something from Amazon that likely is in a warehouse someplace in the States and maybe doesn't take nearly as long to get to you. So I updated that, link down below. And I also found a paint by number site that is American. A lot of them are foreign, obviously, but there is one that is an American site. I made a blog post about it today, link down below. Yeah, it's good. I'm going to talk about a bunch of other different things here. I'm going to talk about my Etsy designs. I'm going to talk about weather forecast, because there's some changes coming, what books I'm reading, and you guys might be here because last week I mentioned possibly getting a new dog. Did we do that? I don't know. I'm gonna make you wait. I'm gonna make you wait because we're gonna talk about what I got done with cross stitch this week. So let's start first. Well, actually you can't quite see it, but I got a lot of stuff done again on Reaper. Thanks so much to the guys at Pain Free Designs who made this pattern and basically gave me the PDF version of it so I can load it in Pattern Keeper, and that has really sped up my progress on it. So if you can see, that's where I'm at right now. I've got it on my roller frame here. This is the bottom of the pattern, so I have just only a little bit more to go here and then kind of stuff here. And I actually came all the way over here and started, can you see that? Yeah, I started stitching some over here. So I'm going to go all the way across and fill in this whole bottom section, and then we're going to roll it back up and start at, you know, not the top because I've got the top row done, but I think I forgot how far along I am on this project. 55, 60% maybe. That's the other thing I like about Pattern Keeper, is it not only does it tell you like how many stitches you do in a day, but it tells you each project how many stitches you have done total, which is motivating. It's motivating for me. Speaking of a project that I have that's motivating, I've been working on raising the flag, which is one of my own designs, and I've got this far along. So you can see that I came all the way over to this side and went all the way down to the bottom left there to kind of fill in that. So if you go straight across from there, those like 2, 3 squares, that's what I have left to do. And it's a lot of stitching though, so there's a lot to put in here. It's 65% of the way done, I think, but super happy with that one. And then the last one that I worked on this week, I think that's it. I mean, I stitched a lot, but I stitched a lot on specific projects. So, and I got a lot stitched on Rainy Waterloo Place, which I know you guys are going to be happy about. So let me show you. So from a distance, I'm not sure how well you can see it. When we get up close, as I make a huge mess, I got a ton done right through there. Golly gee willikers. Pardon my language. And then I got all the way over to this side. So I don't know if you guys can tell. That's about 600-700 stitches there, which is one of the better weeks I've ever had on this project. And I'm kind of in the groove to stitch on this, so I think I'll continue. I passed 70% on this project yesterday. So very excited, very excited. So the 3 projects that I showed you today are the ones that are most likely to get done first. And we're going to race and see which one gets done before the end of the year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be raising the flag, but and I doubt anything else will get finished. But these other 2 are going to get a lot further along. So I'm really hoping. Man, I can't believe how bad my voice sounds today. I've barely been talking, so I can't. This is crazy. So you see behind me, these are almost all of my own patterns from my Etsy store, which is Stitching Jewels Design. These are obviously some of the ones that I'm working on right now that are from other designers. That one's from Cross Stitch Collectibles, and that one's from Gecko Rouge UK. Also has a shop on Etsy, and the rest of them are all my stuff. And so I've talked about these before. I've showed you guys these before. I have some new designs that I want to mention. And before I forget, guess who has an Etsy shop? My friend Ronnie Rowe. And he opened a shop up last week, Ronnie Rowe Design, and he's selling some of his older patterns. He's got a lot there. Just go check it out on Etsy and follow his shop and see what he's got going on there. So, because if you like his patterns, he's got a lot up there. So go take a look. In the meantime, what have I added? So I added a lot of Christmas, well, not a lot. I added Christmas stuff this week, but there was one project that I added that wasn't Christmas. And this was more just a vintage baseball card right there. That looks really bright. I think my light went away, so it just looks weird. I'll hold it back here. So this is an old vintage baseball card stamp. I don't understand what they meant by that, but it's like over 100 years old. And it's it says Collins, I think it's Philadelphia American League maybe. Piedmont Art Stamps is the name on the bottom. So this project is only 120 by 205. It is full coverage. Doesn't use too many colors. I think it's like maybe 35, 40 colors. But it's really bright on the, I think it's the light that I'm using here. And then I did some Christmas stuff. So the first one that I did, I'm doing a lot of these. The birds are going to start talking. Hold on a second. Alrighty, the birds hadn't talked all day until I started doing the video. So, so I'm doing a lot of vintage Christmas type things. These are all full coverage projects. As you know, that's kind of what I like to do. The first one is, I call it Vintage Snowball Kids, but see what you think. It's a cute little project that the stitch count on it is 270 by 172. What it says up here is Cooper and Conrad Dry Goods, 9th and Market Street. So this would have been like an old vintage newspaper ad or something along those lines. So anyway, just a couple little kids playing with a big, huge snowball with their dog. So I really like that. So I made it into a cross-stitch pattern. The next one up is another vintage one. It's kind of funny. I think it's definitely like an old hand-drawn Santa, basically. But I brought this one down again in size because I don't like the idea of, because I mean, look at me. I mean, it takes me forever to finish a project. You guys finish projects way faster than I do because I'm all over the place. But this one is a little bit smaller. This one's, I call this one Santa on the Chimney. And so it has that like alternate Santa look to them. So I don't know if this is like a European style card. I can't remember when well, it was a public domain image where I found it. So just an old Christmas card type thing from like 100 years ago. So, but anyway, the stitch count on this one is 115 by 224. So it's a cute little, it's a fun little project to do. And then I call this one Santa at the Door. This is another like, almost like an old magazine cover. Not anything that you'd remember, but one of those old ones. So Santa at the Door. So this style is a little bit more like a dimensions kit. And so I think the style will really appeal to a lot of folks. But I love it because he's like standing there. He's got some presents underneath his arm. And he's got his list of naughty and nice there. And he's just making sure that he's delivering to the right house, I suppose. Stitch count on this one is 184 by 270. This one does use, I think, like about 60 colors. It's a little bit more colorful. You know, if you try and remove colors sometimes from a pattern because you don't want to have so many colors, you really lose that detail. And so you have to try to find a balance between having enough detail but not having colors that are like, you know, like you have 10 colors and you're only stitching like five stitches with. That's just silly, and you're never going to notice that. And then this last one, which I actually think might be the best one of the bunch. This is another one of those old Christmas cards, and I call this one Greetings from Santa. And so there it is. Stitch count on this one is 184 by 293, so a little bit bigger than the other ones have been, but I think in the end, I tried making it smaller, but I was losing some of the design touches. And so I really wanted to have this pop as much as possible. So I love this. I love this. And so, and speaking of which, on my store, I'm actually running a sale from now to the end of the month, which just sounds crazy coming out of my mouth. I never thought I would say stuff like that, but I am running a 10% off sale. So if it's something that you are considering buying, now is a good time. I'll likely have another sale Black Friday, you know, through the end of the month then. And then you always get, if you buy a physical pattern, and every one of these projects has physical patterns, and so if you want a physical pattern instead, you get free shipping if you purchase so much of it. So, but anyway, yeah, so, ta-da! There's that. What else do I got? I had to write everything down because I had so much to talk to you guys about today. Quick weather update. Apparently it's going to snow this weekend. Temperatures are right now like in the 50s, and it's going to warm up a little bit. Saturday it's going to be like a high of 70, and then Sunday it's going to be a high of like 28, which is typical. And when it comes to this time of year, and we're supposed to get some snow, I have no idea how much. Sunday night, Monday morning, so that'll be fun. But yay, snow, we need moisture so bad, so bad. There was a fire that broke out by Boulder, and I have some friends that live like slightly northeast of Boulder, and it broke out, I want to say it was like Saturday afternoon or something, and billowing of smoke that came out, and the pictures that they sent, and they weren't that far away. They're fine, but it was pretty dramatic. And that night you could actually, like if you zoomed in a little bit with your camera, you could actually see the fires. So I don't know too much about what's happening there. Thankfully, I don't live near the areas where fires would be an issue. So thank goodness, but that is something you gotta watch out for. So I wanted to mention real quick book-wise, if you're a Brandon Sanderson fan, I actually just started Mistborn. I finished some books up last week, and I started listening to a couple of different books. I just couldn't get into the audiobook guy or girl, and I'm still trying on a couple of books, but I've actually started Mistborn and about a quarter of the way through the book so far, and I'm liking it. It's not the, you know, it's not grabbing me like some of the other ones lately, but I mean, I hear great things about him as an author and those particular books, so we should be able to get pretty far over the next week. I'll probably finish it, but okay. Now, is there anything else I need to talk about today? Okay, fine. All right, so let me tell you about the dog. I honestly can't remember if I mentioned this last week. I'm pretty sure I did, because I did get some people asking me, all the parental units were asking about, wait a minute, you're getting a dog? So there is a rescue, it's called Mill Dog Rescue. They actually have a YouTube channel, and they are a wonderful group of people who go and take older dogs, usually older dogs, out of puppy mills in the Midwest and bring them back to Colorado and try to rehab these guys. A lot of these guys come in super scared, having not had a lot of human contact. They don't really know what to do. There's a lot of medical needs that they have. So there were some different ones that I was interested in. Hubby would take them all, and so he's not allowed to actually go see them. So he drove me down, but I went inside and took a look, and I looked at 3 dogs in particular, but the only one that really like fit the bill for what we wanted was this little girl. Her name is Layla, and she's a little Yorkshire Terrier, tiny little thing. And she was really like, she's kind of withdrawn, but not unfriendly, just withdrawn, and but not that scared, you know, not like she's gonna run away or anything like that. The other ones were really nervous, and while I would work with a dog like that, I've got a couple nervous ones that is right now, and I didn't want to add that another level of energy into the house. So we wanted something calm that would sit in our laps. And I was like, yeah, she's the one. And so she's definitely the one for us. So we're going to get her probably in another week and a half maybe. They're going to do some work on her. She's going to get spayed. She's going to get some dental work. Yeah, I could do all that myself, but I'm going to let her stay there. They technically, you know, they're her guardians right now, so I'm just going to let them take care of everything, and then I will help them out afterwards. But we are ridiculously excited. They put a video out this weekend, and she was in it, and we were like, oh, yes, she is. And we're so excited. And then on top of that, I have purchased a new addition to, so this is going to be when she's like hanging out, like if we take her with us, she's going to hang out inside this little pouch. Her little head can sit out here, but it's a tiny little pouch. It's got some comfy stuff in there. We'll probably put a little towel in there or something. Her little head can pop out here, but it's super comfortable to wear. And yeah, I can't believe I actually got one of these. And so I call it a pet papoose, but I know that's not what it is. But anyway, we're super excited about it. So yeah, I can't wait for her to be here. It's going to be fun. I think just having a lap dog. I mean, we had Fargo, the Chihuahua, but he never really wanted to sit in your lap and stay in your lap. And the other dogs are just too big to do that. And we just thought, you know, we'll just do this. So anyway, I know we're crazy. That makes dog number 6 again. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. So check out the Etsy store, check out the blog, check out the Redbubble, check out the, anyway, you get the idea. So I hope you guys have a very safe rest of the week. Next week we'll be coming up on Halloween. So I hope y'all get a lot of stitching done and that you're safe where you are and that you're happy. So come join the Facebook group, and also consider joining us on Twitch. I will be streaming in the morning, Thursday morning. Hopefully my voice will be better by then. I'm going to have to talk a little bit more today, get it a little bit more warmed up. I don't know, man, it's weird. But yeah, join the Facebook, join everything. And so let's all have fun and share our hobby and be happy. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.